All right, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy Thursday night. Sorry, man, I'm still being slow with this new OBS thing. I'm gonna. I know I keep saying it, I just have no time, man, to learn this thing. So happy Thursday night, everyone. Let me just change the setting of this thing, camera here. Like I don't know, every time I have to do it, which is extremely weird. I wish. Whoops. Yeah, I wish I knew someone that can help me with this thing. And here we go. Now it should be better. Yeah. Excellent. All right. So, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy Thursday night. It's Forex Talk over beer. So, don't forget to drink. Don't forget your drink, not to drink, but this is my new cap. Old School Expo. I don't know if I wear it last time. So, hopefully, everybody's doing great. Welcome if you're new followers here. Welcome, welcome. If you're an existing follower, welcome back. Yes, I know I'm not extremely constant on the schedule, but hey, it's part of the deal. Okay. So, anyways, this week was amazing. So far, two nice win, one small loss, and we're gonna break it down. Plus, I'm gonna answer all your questions. But first thing first, it's called Forex Talk Over a Beer for a reason. Oh shit, I forgot to send a message in the Discord just to make sure people knows I am live. So stand by, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna send a little message. Um, right here. Boom. Live. Oh shit! There's a lot of people who wrote message on Discord. I didn't read. Live now on Forex Talk Over a Beer. Boom. Here we go. That's everyone. Boom. Okay. Perfect. Let's continue now. I am so thirsty. Here we go. Cool. All right. So first thing first, let's crack up this beer, and we're gonna get going. We're gonna get going. So, I picked up this one directly at Boreal, and this is a collab with Sir John. This is a 5.5% New Zealand Pale Ale, which is pretty tasty and light, so it's good. Usually I go for the hard stuff, but now I'm so thirsty right now that thank God it's not like 8% because I'm gonna be drinking that one pretty fast. So first thing first, let's do the official cheers. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. That's really good. So good. So good. So good. Am I muted? Shit, I hope not. No, it doesn't look like it. Should be fine, right? Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. Let's break it down. I need to put this thing beside this thing. And here we go. How can I activate the chat? Last time I lost it. I don't know what happened. Can I reactivate it? Appearance. Advance. No. I guess not. I don't know, man. This thing can be so complicated. Yeah, I don't know. All right, cool. All right. Fuck it. Here we go. Cool. All right, let's start with GJ. So the first win of the week was on GJ on the Dogtail setup. It was, and if you guys are watching this for the first time and you're not familiar with the Dogtail setup, it's basically something I take on the H4 Kindle only. And this is only on the 9 a.m. candle. So basically, what I do is really simple. And this thing, I've been doing this for many years now, and it's just been working out pretty well. So I just kept doing this thing just on GJ though. The rest is I'm doing my regular strategy, but this one, I basically just wait for that 9 a.m. candle to form. And I either wait for the bottom wick to be formed, and once we break the high here, this is how I get my entry, right? I had a little, like, I was a little late on that entry here. But it turned out pretty good. I think I secured, I wrote it down Discord. Let me see. I secured around 27 pips, 90%, because this is a scalp, right? and my runner ending up closing at 44.7, like whatever, 44 pips or 45 pips, doesn't really matter. So that runner was closing full, and I guess that was a pretty good exit because right after that it melted. And one of the reason I did exit it, and I actually wrote on Discord, it said I said, yep, runner still running, major QP approaching, will close runner, close now, 44 pips. And what is the major QP? Is that 208, which is a major quarter point. I was like, all right, let me get out of here. And as you can see, and that was before we went up over there. And I said, sorry, major QP approaching 209. Sorry, my bad. And I guess, yeah, we still had a little room, but I did exit it because I was scared of being rejected. It actually ending up, we went a little bit further than where I closed, but after that, it pulled back. So I guess that was a pretty good win, pretty solid win. Stop loss was 12 pips. I secured 90% at 27. So I mean, it's a little bit more than a 2-1. So that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that, especially with a scalp. Usually I go for a 1 or 1.5 to 1 on a scalp. So pretty happy, and that runner ran like crazy. So exciting, right? Cheers. That was the first win of the week. After that, we got this one here. This one turned out to be a small loss. It really sucks because it did look super nice. So let's break it down. So if you're looking at AUD and ZD here, and I think I broke it down on the live trading session on Tuesday morning, if I'm not wrong. But basically, if you're looking at the weekly, we are bullish, and we have a nice pullback to our weekly golden zone, which is also major QP right here. And we was ready to push up. The only thing that sucks is that weekly candle was a smaller body candle than this one, but we still formed support, respected previous low. So I was like, all right, still makes sense. Now, if you look at the daily, daily was bullish for a little while from here to here. And here we kind of failed. So obviously, if you've been following me for a little while, you know that that's one of the things that bug me is when we fail on creating a new higher high and we come down. So I decided to give it a second chance here, and the reason why it's because I mean we were exactly where I wanted to pull back. So I didn't took the trade over here, you know. But the fact that we failed on creating a new high, obviously when I took that trade here, I was like, that thing was bothering me a bit. That's why I would add 1% of risk. Actually, 1.5, sorry. So I had 1.5% of risk, and that's why I reduced my risk. But it still made sense. Now, if you take a look at the lower time frame, H4 went bearish, obviously, to create that pullback inside that weekly golden zone. But now, if you look at H4, after that, I mean, we went from, where was it? Oh yeah, here. So boom, 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 boom. So here we flip bullish, right? Unfortunately, that was Friday the 20th of November. What was that? I don't know. Didn't took that trade, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Price went like this, and now we flip back bearish on the H4. So now I'm waiting. Finally, we broke above, retest previous structure point, right? And also H4 golden zone. And here, somewhere in here, on the lower time frame on H1, right here. That H1 candle here at 7 a.m. This is where I got my entry, placed up under that previous structure point. And look at this. I got literally wicked out. But I mean, I didn't got wicked out because I closed before, but I would have been wicked out literally and put back into profit. Well, that really sucks. But doesn't matter. So what happened here, and the reason why I did manage that trade, it's because I was already, I think, at the, was it like 1-1? Let me check here. So here, like I went to a 1.5 to 1 literally. So I didn't want to let this trade going to 1.5 to 1 in profit and into a loss. It's just like for me, just It bothers me, and I hate when it does that, especially that at that moment. I also had another trade that was looking good, actually ending up gaining more than 3.1 to 1. So I didn't want to affect that trade, like I didn't want to like have a big loss and a good win and just it sum up. Ooh, that clap was loud. So I didn't want to just break even, I want to be in profit. So when I saw that one being starting to be a little effy, I was like, you know what, let me close that one. Because I mean, at this point, I mean, we flipped once we actually, let me redo that out. So here, what the fuck, sorry, for the F-bomb. There we go. All right, so here, I mean, we went boom, boom, bullish, right? And after that, I did, oh, I guess I didn't count that one because of that doji. Because I ended up like after it closed under that support, this is where I decided to completely got out. That candle closed right here, and that candle, you know, that candle like at 8, because yesterday I was playing pickleball, right? So I came back super late, so I was able to manage that trade. So anyway, so once that candle closed over here, I'm not in front of my computer because I'm actually playing pickleball. Came back home, see this support form. So I'm like, I mean, kind of, because that candle was not closed. I'm like, all right, so there might hope, for price to actually reject from this area. We did form support. But once this candle, let me grab an arrow here. Here we go. So once this, actually this candle closed and small body candle, I was like, ah, shit, this sucks. This really sucks. And the only thing that I was like, kind of maybe it was no bottom wick. So I was like, let me hold. So I kind of hold and I waited for this candle to close. And once this candle was closed, I was like, all right, I'm out. Actually, I got out when we broke, that the bottom of that candle. So somewhere in here, like with the spread. So it was kind of I don't know how much was that. So it was like what, 11 pips stop loss out of, it was originally like 30. So let's do the math. So it basically became like 1/3 of a loss that I was supposedly to get. I had like a 3% at risk on that one. And yeah. No, sorry, that's the one I reduced my, yeah, no, that's the one I reduced my risk, sorry, on 1.5. The next trade is the one I had 3%. So yeah, so ending up like 1.5%, 1/3. So that's why I call it a small loss. It was managed. So I'm like, all right, that's pretty decent, right? Let's see. Do we have any question? Because I like, let me go try to find. Let me open up another window so I can see if there's any question. Shoot me questions, guys. Please let me know also who's here. Is it your first time? How did you discover the channel? And did you have any win or losses this week? Let me know. Which pair are you looking for the next couple days? Let's take a look at it. Cheers, guys. Man, this thing's good. Okay, so let's jump into CHF GPY. Holy fucking hell. Whoa, man, this thing continuing to the upside. Holy. All right, let's break it down. Love this trade. So this trade was a solid win. Woke up this morning, smashed TP. I was like, yeah. Nothing better than, like setting and forget and just going to bed and waking up and smash that TP. Feels good. Like even now seeing it continue, just like, I don't know. It's just something when it hit when you're sleeping. It's just like, cool. All right, so let's break it down. Weekly was bullish, right? So weekly was bullish. Was expecting a pullback to this area. Weekly golden zone, retesting previous structure point, major QP. So everything was aligned. Now looking at the daily at the pullback also, I'm pretty sure this is the same golden zone or very close to it. Is it? Yeah, very close to it. This is the 382 on the daily, and this is the beginning of the golden zone. So pretty much the same area as the weekly. We finally had the pullback. but I need to wait for my H4 to go back bullish, right? So, and for me, H4 was bearish from here to here. So the only time for me was safe to go because anything here is just market structure. I have no sign for me that H4 is bullish at this point. Once it broke above this point, it became bullish. Now at this stage, I'm like, all right, sweet. Let's just wait for a pullback and go to the upside. So now I got to switch my time frame to the lower time frame. Wait for that pullback, which was this one here. Unfortunately, I was not able to get on this one. You know, that would be amazing. No, I think. Hold on, wait a second. I think H4 was not bullish at this point, right? Let's see. Was it? When was that? Let's just check the date. That was on this. Yeah, December 9th. Sorry, I had a brain freeze. December 9, that's on Tuesday, 11 p.m. And if you check this candle right here, okay, so yeah. So yes. So this was actually a better entry. Like this one right here. This one was a better entry. For X, well, I mean, not for XYZ reason. I'm sleeping at this time. You know, like I'm not in front of the computer, so I have no clue that we have a nice entry signal. And even the pullback here, it started what at 4 p.m. So I'm not watching Asian session usually. So yeah, so all this I missed it. But good news, price created a new higher high, and once we had the pullback, this is the golden zone on H1. I was like, all right, this is amazing. Let's wait for our entry signal. And the entry signal was on the 30-minute time frame, if I'm not wrong. Was it? Yeah, right here. Boom! There we go. Nice engulfing right here. And after rejecting golden zone, support engulfing, amazing. Everything was there. We had room. So I was like, all right, so let's go. So I went 3% on this one, and this one ending up doing a 3.6 to 1. So pretty happy with this one. Pretty happy. So that was it, man. That was it. AUD I almost got into that one also. I didn't, but I was extremely close to get in. I actually texted on Discord that AUD was looking good. But all those USD pairs now these days, it just they freak me out because that orange clown over there is just doing a lot of stupid shit, and I'm being very extremely careful to any USD pair. But it did look amazing. Now though, I think it's gonna be better because now we might have actually the day just closed bears just beautiful. Actually, let's break it down for the next upcoming day. Let's not live in the past and let's see what's coming. All right, so the weekly is bullish. We did create new higher high here. We are at a high high, so obviously it's more, dangerous. Last week did close as a doji, so we might have this. Not last week, sorry. Yesterday did close like not a really doji, but small body candle with a huge wick to the bottom. It's either like rocket fuel here or we need to fill that wick, and this is the beginning of the pullback. So this one can also be like a like I said, rocket fuel, and this is gonna be a booby trap candle, So really possible. I would personally prefer a pullback because I love that kind of trade. So now let's see. That will be the daily golden zone. And that will be our daily 382. Here we go. Boom. H4 now. What about H4 now? H4 is bullish at the moment. Okay, so let's recap. So we got our weekly bullish. We got our daily bullish. Everything's bullish so far. And H4 is bullish. The thing is, we failed now on creating a new higher high on H4. So I kind of have a feeling that H4 is going to go bearish now. doing something like this. Boom, boom. Maybe something retest here to come down to that area. And if Jesus, if it is the case, daily, yeah, no, day's still gonna be bullish. Yeah, I really wanted to take the trade down, but I guess I'm not gonna take it. I'm just gonna wait for H4 to flip back bullish once we do go bearish. Because now at this stage, I'm not interested, you know, so I'm gonna unflag this. Boom. Cat GPY. Are we still interested in this one? Weekly is bullish. We're just pumping. So do we have a continuation trade here? Possible. Nice daily. Beginning of the pullback. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, that'll be good. That's actually also the major QP right here. What about H4? H4 is also bullish. Ooh. Ooh. Doo, 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 doo. Wow. Nice rejection here. Okay, okay, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. All right, let's do our line on H1. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so from this point to this point, it's bullish. Once we broke under here, we became bearish. Da-da-dum. Bearish here. And now we are bullish. All right, so we're back bullish now on H1. H4 bullish. We just flipped back bullish. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a trade. Okay, let's go check 30 minute. All right. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button as you're coming in. Oh, who's that? Ding dong! What's up, bro? Cheers, mate. Nice trade. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, that was nice. I actually posted on Discord, so, ding dong. So I hope you got it too. All right, so let's recap this thing. So CAD GPY is bullish on the weekly. Let's take a look left. We got clean traffic on the weekly. Daily. Let's check left. Clean traffic to the left. Huge rejection here, though. So it's either two things. It's either I might take a trade if H1 give us a nice little pullback with an engulfing candle, like this 30-minute candle. I might have to go half risk on this one. That's going to close like in 28 minutes. I'll explain you the reason. The reason is on the daily, I'm expecting a deeper pullback, you know. But at the same time, everything else looks good. So that's why I'm willing to take a smaller risk, but keeping in mind that I'm willing to give this trade a second chance if price stop me out on my smaller risk and go back to this area, because that would be my main trade to go back up. That I will go 3%. Yeah, because I mean we're retesting previous structure point, major QP, deader golden zone. Obviously H4 is gonna have to go bearish, you know, for that, but I'm gonna have to wait for H4 to flip back bullish to take that trade. So definitely CAD GPY looking very interesting. Yeah, and I'm going for dinner with my wife at a restaurant, so I guess I'm gonna be trying to watch my phone. Don't tell her. Please, if you guys see this closing nicely, send me a text. All right, so what else? NZDCHF weekly. All right. By the way, if there's any special pair, please let me know. Okay, any special pair that you guys looking at, please let me know. NZDCHF, we are bullish on the weekly time frame. We are bullish on the daily. Nice pullback inside that daily golden zone. Now we're starting to be. Hold on. Oh, I guess I didn't update that daily golden zone. Did I? Oh, it's because of the wick. Oh, I understand. Is it? Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. So we're right in it. So bullish. So do we have a continuation trade here, or we gonna have a pullback on the weekly? Interesting. Because we only have tomorrow left. So this looks like it might close bearish, and we are gonna have a pullback. So that one is dangerous. So obviously I'm gonna have to wait for H4 to go bullish. So stand by on this one. It's gonna stay blue. Euro GBP, let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly is bullish. Nice pullback. Retesting previous structure point. Weekly golden zone. What about the daily? Daily needs to go bullish. Daily. There we go. Boom. Okay. Cheers, guys. What else? Let's see. Do we have anything else? NZD USD. We take a look at it already. Did I? No. Weekly. Bearish for so long. Yeah, fuck it. AUD GPY. Oh, okay. Weekly. Bullish. Daily bullish. We might have a continuation trade here. Can we have a pullback on the daily time frame? Okay. I kind of like this one. I want to follow up on this one. I like the structure of that one. Daily bullish. What about H4? H4 bearish. Perfect. Gotta wait for obviously daily to H4 to go bullish. It would be best if we create a new lower low. So I'm gonna do two things here. So I'm gonna place this alert. That's gonna say H4 going bullish. But I'm also gonna place an alert here that's gonna say H4 creating new lower low because I want to follow up. I would prefer that, to be honest. I would prefer for H4 to do something like this, this. We flip back, retest to go up. I'll take my entry somewhere around here. All right, what else? Euro CHF. Let's see, weekly. Weekly is, oh, all right, so weekly is now bullish. All right, daily is bullish for now, but doesn't look good. Yeah, so nothing for this one. Euro NZD weekly. Whoa. Yeah, nothing for this one. Euro CAD. We got a new lower low on a daily. What about the weekly? Weekly is bullish also. So daily H4, yeah, no thank you. CAD CHF. No thank you. USD CHF. Hell no. Euro GPY. Alright, we got a new high, new high low on the daily. What about the weekly? Weekly is bullish. Straight bullish. H4. H4 is bullish. New high. But I mean, everything's in sync here. I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna move this one. It's not ready. I'm gonna follow up blue, and the reason why it's because you see those smaller body candle here on the daily. It it's still. I mean, it looks like we might have to pull back here. And if it's the case, that'll be great. I would be interested in that trade because now we just got out of that range. The only other reason, because I mean, you see here we broke previous, so man, broke previous high, broke previous low. So this is an indecisive candle. Like you can see that we're jammed into an area that is, it sucks right now. And there's nothing on the left since a while. Oops, sorry. But obviously, you know, I mean, it might be a continuous trade because look at this weekly, how strong it is. This was a booby trap candle, and boom. No, we're just continuing. So daily H4, we finally broke out of that range. Can we retest this range and continue to the upside? It's gonna be a more risky trade, that is for sure. Not my style of trade, but if you're the kind of person that love those break and retests, it looks clean. We finally broke out. We finally broke out of that range. Now we're coming down, retest. If we got an engulfing candle here on H1, it does look decent. Not my kind of trade though. But yeah. All right, that's it. I guess that's it, you know, for tonight. I think that was good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, gotta go for dinner. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm gonna be on again on Tuesday morning. I know I'm not constant, but smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But the most important thing, let's say you don't want to subscribe. Let's say you don't want to like the channel. That's okay. Do yourself a favor. Activate notification because I'm rarely on time and I do some random stuff. Okay, so you definitely want to be notified at least when I go on. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you, like I said, and I'll see you on Tuesday morning. All right, guys, peace out and have a great weekend.